guys, welcome back. And today I am on board Allure of the Seas. I am on this 6-night cruise with one of my teenage sons, and we are going to be visiting the new Royal Beach Club that opened up, Costa Maya, Mexico, as well as Cozumel. So it's going to be an interesting week-long vacation. Not to mention, on this cruise, it is also Super Bowl. So today, Sunday, February 8th, they will be showing the Super Bowl on the ship, as well as there's a lot of different groups that I've seen so far on the ship. So there's a lot of celebrations, big groups on here, as well as there is I think it's called a Big Fat Gay Cruise group on here as well. So it's going to be a very interesting week long. But just real quick, we are here in the port of Fort Lauderdale. This is where Allure of the Seas is currently sailing out of. She is doing 6 and 8-night itineraries. The 8-night is going to go to the Southern Caribbean, and the 6th night is the one that's going to the Western Caribbean. And check-in, very easy. We have our passports, so we just kind of literally from security to check-in, I kid you not, no more than 5 minutes. And then we waited a little bit in the very nice waiting room that they have here because they were still clearing people from the previous cruise. So waited a few minutes there, and then we just boarded the ship. First thing we like to do is complete the muster drill. So we got that done, got that out of the way. And then from there, we had a quick bite over at the Windjammer. And we went in pretty early, so the Windjammer was quite dead, which is good, especially on boarding day. So far, lunch in the Windjammer was a bit of a disappointment, but we'll see how it goes the rest of the day. It's only the first lunch of the day, and like I said, there was no lobster tails, let me tell you that. So don't come on Allure of the Seas looking for lobster tails and the shrimp, because that was not there at this Windjammer. I think Utopia and Star of the Seas kind of spoiled the mindset on that. But anyways, since I am traveling with a teen, I did go ahead and go into the teen club, which is called the Social 298 or so on here, and to get him registered. And that is ages 13 to 17. So you basically have to bring them in, and there's no formal registration like the younger kids, but you do have to bring them in and they'll check them in, but they are able to come in and out as they please. So I will get his take on it, on what he thinks about the social teen club area. But it's much smaller on Allure of the Seas, not like some of the other ships that we've been on. But they do have your PS5s and your Nintendo Switches and all of that. And they do a lot of outdoor activities, the attendant was telling us, because the space is so much smaller. But anywho, right now we are out here on this beautiful redone pool deck that you can see behind me here, because all of this is new that they've added, as well as these nice little casitas that you see here. Those are all for rent. And they did mention that staterooms are ready now, because it's about 1 o'clock on the dot. So we're gonna go ahead and see how that is. But I will take you guys along and show you what the new refreshed pool deck looks like. So you can see this nice new fish bowl that they added here. And these casitas are for rent. I suggest that you rent them out on the app while they are on sale, and do not purchase it the day of that you come on the ship, because they will be higher. And make a note that sea day prices are definitely going to be much more higher than port day. And you can see there's 2 other water slides that they added onto the ship, which is so nice. This whirlpool here looks like it's brand new, because I don't remember that from last time. So this side has one whirlpool. On the other side is basically the exit of the water slide. So there's no whirlpool there. But you can see right here, there's two other whirlpools. One right here and then one on the other side. And then they also added two more whirlpools on the other side as well, which is so nice. And look at the paint and the artwork that they added. And I'll show you guys real quick. These are nice to kind of hang out and sit at. You have this new whirlpool over here, and they had this really nice sitting area, which I don't remember this being on here when I came back in 2024 when I was on Allure. And then here's your lime and coconut. It's a baby lime and coconut, but and new water slides for the little ones. Huge. Oh, there's another whirlpool over there too. That's pretty cool. So far, this pool deck is looking very nice and bright and fun. So I can't wait to come out here and hang out. But for right now, I am going to go ahead and see what our cabin looks like. Oh, excuse me. Oh, we're right here. Oh, no, we're right here. Which one will do? You hold it then. Nope, the other. Is our names on there? Make sure that's us. Alright. Oh, they updated the doors. If I knew that, I would have brought our thingies. I would have brought our wristbands. Take a brief nap. So we took a nap, came out here on Sellaway. It's cold. The temperature is dropping right now. So it's down like 66 or so. So there's a couple of people that's been dancing on the dance floor, but not that much. Few people are in the pool. You can tell those are the people that came from up north. But for the most part, Sellaway was okay. It's not as lively as I'm used to, especially not like with Utopia or anything like that. But anyways, so right now we're heading down to the boardwalk to see the tailgating party for the Super Bowl. Here on the boardwalk, enjoying the Sellaway as I am looking at Fort Lauderdale in the distance and looking at the skyline. The boardwalk is quite busy. So this is Super Bowl Sunday, and they are going to be playing the Super Bowl here on the boardwalk. You're going to be able to see it on the Aqua Theater television. They're going to be playing it on there, as well as the Studio B, which is the ice skating rink. They're going to be picturing it, and of course, Playmakers. Now, the thing with Playmakers is that when you first got on the ship, this was not available on the app, but when you first got on the ship, you are able to go on there, come over, because they're not accepting any walk-ins, and you would be able to reserve a table. So now the tables came in either 2, 4, 6, 8, and even a box, because I think this Playmakers has a box. And so the attendant, or should I say the manager, was explaining to me that like right now, as for a table of 4, the price is about $200 for a table of 4, but it was like a table on the outside. Now in that $200 price, the manager mentioned to me that it's going to include your bar bites. Now that would be like, say, your wings, your sliders, and things like that, and that's for basically the whole duration of the game. He was also explaining to me that some of the tables that are much larger, obviously, you know, the 6 or 8 tables is going to range anywhere from the $400 to $500 range. So that's that. And then what they're doing is they have it like roped off or so, and like when you come in to check in, they give you a wristband and stuff like that to let you go in. So that is the Super Bowl situation. It looks like they also have some games set up here on the boardwalk. They have cornhole. They have like, they're doing like a tailgate party. So like just really getting everybody hyped up. They have popcorn here. I'll have to find out if it's for purchase or if they're giving it out. And they just have a bunch of little games going on. So if you're ever thinking about doing a Super Bowl cruise on a ship, kind of give you an idea of how the whole process works. All right, guys, so here is the Aqua Theater. I guess first come, first serve with the seats. As you can see, it's not quite full yet, but I could only imagine. And you can kind of see that they're playing like the pre-game or commercials, football stuff on the screens there. Now those people that have those Aqua Theater suites, that's pretty nice, because all you got to do is come out on your balcony and you can watch the game from the TV. You don't even have to leave your cabin, which is nice. Wow, it looks like they have some seats up here too as well, set up for the Super Bowl. I didn't see that. Next to the rock climbing wall. So you can see they have some seats reserved here. Got all these people out here for the game. Hi, what is the charge for the popcorn?
It's going to be $2.95.
$2.95.
Yes,
okay, good.
Very good, very good.
All right. All right, guys, so you heard the popcorn is $2.95. There's a lot of music going on, so hopefully you guys can hear me. If not, I'm going to have to do a voiceover. So they have tic-tac-toe ready. They have beanbag toss over here. And they have another bar out here set up. And these are some of the tables that the manager was explaining to me that were still available to reserve if you were interested in having anything. So you guys can see how it's kind of like roped off over here, and you can't really get through unless they check you in to see that you purchased it. I'm walking through the promenade right now. They have some music going on here. It's not that much people because it is the Super Bowl, so you know, there's no dance party going on right now, but it is a nice little vibe going on. And then I just noticed that they have the pesky parrot. So basically this area here on Allure of the Seas, this area right here used to be the champagne bar. So during the upgrade, it became the pesky parrot. And pesky parrot is actually on Utopia.
They're not my friends. What?
Ooh, the parrot just started talking. But anyway, pesky parrot is on Utopia of the Seas. So now you can see it here. And it is such a nice vibe. They don't have that many bikini tops like they do on Utopia. But anyway, so you have that. You have this nice seating area here. And you have a couple of the dollar bills up top there. So that is really cool. Let me show you guys the outside. Embrace your poor decisions. So you can see here on the promenade, they're getting ready to do the, they have the balloons already set up because they're going to do the balloon drop at 11 o'clock tonight. So hopefully we'll stay up for that. And you guys can see the fountain is going because the Rising Tide bar is already up right now. And take a look at that line for guest services. Unbelievable. So we're gonna head back out to the boardwalk and see what the crowd is like now that the game basically started.
Almost looks like defensively, New England thinks they need to win the game on this side of the ball.
So here is Playmakers. It doesn't seem as rowdy as I thought it was going to be. You can see those people, they have a box right over in there. I wonder how much that box was. Yeah, it has to be a crazy price. Yeah.
7-14. Runner comes in. Josh Joe comes off the corner. They've got terrific corners to make plays like that when they bring pressure, and it's their block.
So, Mike, they bring pressure.
The Aqua Theater has definitely filled up. The line for the bar is quite long. They're still serving popcorn. It is a really nice vibe out here, like very sports-like. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and leave the boardwalk now and head out to dinner. And I'm actually gonna have dinner in the main dining room. That's a surprise. So we shall see. Hopefully it's good because so far the Windjammer wasn't that great earlier today for lunch. We did stop by Sorrento's Pizza earlier today and had a couple of slices, and Sorrento's always hits the spot. So now we're going to the main dining room, and hopefully that does not disappoint us for tonight. So dinner in the main dining room tonight would actually not that bad. It is your typical Royal Caribbean welcome aboard dinner. So I already knew the menu by memory. So I had the crab cake. I'll throw in pictures because I did not record. I had the crab cake, was pretty good. It came out hot. And to me, Hot food makes a difference in the flavor of it, but that could just be me. But the crab cake was pretty good, and then I had the fish for the first time, and that was okay. I was only able to eat half of it because I was already getting full, because I actually liked the bread that they brought out today. And then not to mention I had Sorrento's pizza earlier in the day. But anyways, and then I had the regular royal cheesecake, which was pretty good, and I ate half of that. My son had the escargot, and he had the sirloin strip, and which was, he had to get 2 orders, because the first order it came out basically raw versus medium well, and then the second one was cooked too much. But for the most part, the flavor was there, it was fine, and we both had the cheesecake and it was okay. And then to top it off, he went to Sorrento's Pizza to get some pizza and then to go head out. So there is supposed to be a balloon drop going on at 11 o'clock tonight. I am going to try my best to see if I can make it, but I am starting to lose a little bit of gas in the tank. But anyways, so I'm just gonna walk around for a little bit.
I think we are ready, everybody. Let's count down from 10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I made it to 11 o'clock for the balloon drop. I made it, guys. I made it. Quite a surprise. I was sitting on the boardwalk on the Royal Promenade for a while. After I left the pesky parrot, I went walking around, and then I was going to, and then I went over to the Rising Tide bar because that was open right as I was passing by. So I hung out at the Rising Tide bar for a little bit and just kind of killed some time and enjoyed the scenery and enjoyed the rising tide moving up and down and seeing everything that's going on. From there, kind of like walked around a little bit. They had music playing over at the Schooner Bar. Schooner Bar. I have to say this Schooner Bar I'm not really a fan of, because after being on Radiance of the Seas and seeing the theming of that Schooner Bar and then seeing this Schooner Bar, Radiance has that Schooner Bar beat. This Schooner Bar beat. Anyway, made it up here till 11 o'clock for the balloon drop, and now that is it. Overall, boarding day was fun as always. It's always a long day, but it's a lot of anticipation and excitement of the day and just kind of exploring and trying stuff and then seeing what's out there. Tomorrow we will be at Nassau, Bahamas, visiting the Royal Beach Club for the first time, so I will take you guys along with me. For right now, I hope you guys enjoyed today's boarding day video on board Allure of the Seas. There's so much more for me to show you guys and just for me to see myself all the little changes that were made. So thank you guys for watching once again. And as always, stay well and stay savvy. I wish you a good night. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here in Nassau. This is day 2 of our cruise. We just made it off the ship. It is 8:30 and we have plans to visit the new Royal Beach Club. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is a cloudy day. It is cool. I have on a hoodie. Yes, I do. But we paid for this excursion, so we are headed out. There's a lot of people that are bundled up, actually. There are no clear signs when you get off of the ship as far as where your direction is to go and get on this ferry. So right now, I am just walking down the famous strip, and we're going to see where the ferry boats are so we can get over to the island. All right, guys, so it looks like as you get off the ship, you're gonna walk straight down the pathway that we normally walk to enter Nassau, and you can see here this nice, beautiful sign that they put out, and that's how you know where you're going. And if you keep walking straight down there, then you're probably gonna go out into the main area. Hi, good morning. Yeah, you need a scan?
Yes.
Okay.
Straight ahead of
All right, great. Thank you. So it looks like there's going to be check-ins here for day beds, party decks, cabanas, and this is your accessible entry area. And then you have this area here that just says the Royal Beach Club, Paradise Island. So your check-in is going to be the orange. Hello, hi, good morning. All right. Thank you. All right, great. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So that was simple, and there is no line right now, as you guys can see this morning. I have seen videos where this whole area and the queue is like backed up. So that's pretty cool. And we are going on this orange one. Hi, good morning, ladies. Hi, good morning, good morning. All right. Okay. We can just sit anywhere? All right, thank you. So we have made it on the ferry, and I think that was about a 5-minute walk, no more than a 5-minute walk. And as I said, the time that we're here is first thing in the morning, so like 8:30, so there is no line whatsoever. We just basically walked on and you sit wherever you want. So we have made it over here to Paradise Island. It looks really good so far. Take a look at this entranceway. All right. Have a nice greeting. We have a pirate here. There we go. Hello, hi, hi. Hello, good morning. Let's look at the sign. All right, so it looked like the area where we got off at is near the party cove, which is over there. So most of the people with families are going over on this side. They have a stairway as well as a boardwalk for those that have strollers and things like that. check-in area for your cabanas and your day beds. All right, guys, so the walk on the boardwalk area was a few minutes, and as you come up, you're gonna see they have some beach wheelchairs that you can have access to, which makes it really really useful for maneuvering. This is also the wheelchair and stroller parking. Okay, makes sense. And then they have the stroller version as well. We have some restrooms right around here. Here is a food stand, and they look like they have soft serve ice cream, juice, your ice, water, 2 areas for juices. And this area is called Boat to Belly. Oh, that makes sense. That's fitting. Clearly it's closed right now, so since it's so early in the day, so we'll see when it opens up what the food is looking like. But as you can see, this is the menu right here. That's nice. And all the sitting area, and it's covered. And there's a wash station, that lighthouse. That is so cute. Okay. We have another area here, which is the Paradise Grill. Right next to each other. Okay. So that's cool. And it looks like they're basically serving the same thing as the other place. So we'll take a look at that. And it's the same setup on this side of Paradise Grill as it is on the other, which is your desserts, your ice, water, and your juices. For those that need to smoke, here is your smoking section over here. And look at all the loungers. So many loungers. They have some games. And we are walking. More area, more area. Oh, and this is where they're going to have your cabanas that you would get. And all of your cabanas, these 2 cabanas are taken for today. One of them is ours. It what? It better? Oh, we have cabanas over here. Okay. Oh, that's a nice sweater. That's a nice sweater. Oh, and how convenient. You don't even have to go far for a drink. These cabanas have their own bar area right here. Okay. So the rest of these are just cabanas, and then you have restroom not too far apart. Not too far away, I should say. Here is what your cabana is looking like. You have your towels that are already provided. That right there is a safe. This right here is a cooler in your seating area. It's really cool. And it comes with loungers. So this would be a beach cabana, obviously, because you have the beach right in front of you. A lot of sitting area here. another bar over here as well. And they look like they have ice cold water. Oh yeah. They have water that you can just have right here as well. That's easy. That's cool. Actually, there's 3 eating spots. There's Paradise Grill. Now that I'm further out, there's Soak Up. What is that? Soak Up the Spice and Boat Belly. So 3 eating spots in the one area. You are going to have your life jackets available, which is always great to have. And you have lockers that are complimentary for you to use to put your things in. All right, guys, this is the ultimate cabana right in front of us here. I'm gonna see if I can take a quick peek at it. Let's see. Oh, nope, guess what? Someone rented out the ultimate family cabana. So we're not gonna go there because they do have their family there. All right, Max, this is the family pool area. Yeah, they have a hot tub. They have their own special fountain drink that you can see swirling in there right now, TV. You have your own cabin attendant. And I believe they have a different menu. They don't have the regular menu that the regular shacks, the snack shack areas have. I'm calling it a snack shack and we're not on Coco Cay. But anyway, and they also have beach access. So this is really nice. And I believe it accommodates up to 10 people. So if you're coming out here with your family or so and you guys split up the bill, it wouldn't be too bad, you know, if you roll that way. And, you know, so that is very nice for what it comes with. Here is another cabana that is just as nice. Very pretty. So this family beach area. Hi, good morning. It's one of those walk-in pools. 0 to the max feet is 3 feet. And there are many loungers right now, but then again, it is still first thing in the morning, so we shall see how that goes. Have another towel hut over here, and these are the nice towels, guys. These are the towels that the thick ones that you get at the Cocoa Beach Club. These are not your regular blue standard towels that you get off the ship. They have a few people coming in still. Okay, this is another Paradise Grill. But this time in the middle, they have something called Catch Fish Not Feeling. Okay. Oh, I can't. Okay, that sounds interesting. And then this one is Bahamian by birth, saucy by choice. That's cute. And we have another bar already right here. People taking advantage of their drink packages this morning. So the ferry just came, so you can see an influx of people. And when you get off, there's this sign that says either Chill Beach Pool, which is going to be to the right, Family Beach and Pool, which is to the left, which I already went to, and Party Cove area. So let's go see Party Cove.
Daxten and Girl.
Here is another bathroom as well, which is awesome. Bathrooms everywhere. Good morning. You have your lifeguard on duty. So the music, and you have your shower stations, guys. All right, this area is definitely much more crowded than the area where I just came from. Sitting areas here. It seems like the chairs over here are much tighter as well, much more closer. It seems a little bit more crowded. What's nice is that they do have a lift for the pool as well too when you're here at Party Cove, which is also very helpful. We have cubbies and more life jackets here. Another lifeguard is over here as well. They have these beautiful pool beds with the plush on here that you can also rent out for the day as well. We're coming up to another bar area that's called Bottoms Up. And right here we have some shops with Royal Beach Club gear, which is cute. So as you can see, as soon as you get into Party Cove, you literally feel like you're in Party Cove because you can see how much more hyped up it is in that area. So to your right of Party Cove, you're gonna keep walking down and we are going to enter now Chill Beach area. So Chill Beach is really nice. Ooh, and I'm so glad that the sun came out too. You have some nice chairs here overlooking the ocean. You have another restroom as well, so you don't have to go too far. And these have cabanas. Guys, it look like all the cabanas that I passed by today has already been reserved. There's like parties' names already written on them. So that goes to show. It doesn't matter what the price is. Cabanas are made for certain people and they will make sure that they get themselves a cabana. But they are very nice and well appointed. They're all full right now, so I can't go into any of them to show you what they look like. But their cabanas lead out to this really nice infinity pool over here, which, whoo, that was, the waves, it's kind of choppy. That was, all right. So it is much more quieter here. And another towel hut And it also tells you the name of the ship and the all aboard time and the suggested time that you need to get back on to the ferry. So that way you don't have any issues with missing the ship. Here are some more shops, little huts, selling some nice artifacts hand painted by your local Bahamian artists. So we've been walking for a little bit, so it's a good little walk from one side of the island where the family beach is, family area, to now where Chill Island is. And I'm still walking right now, Chill Island. And here is your next food stop as well. This food hut has the same Paradise Grill again, but this time the middle section is called Grab Dat Grub. Lots of seating area here that is also covered. I really appreciate that. All these tables are covered. Really appreciate that. And this area is called Catch of Chill. And then now we end up on the beach here, which is cool. Okay. You also have your hair braider here for those that like to get their hair braided when they come to the Bahamas. And Sandcastle, the Royal Beach Club. Guys, I have walked all the way to the end and made it down to Cabana 29. Once Cabana 29 is basically the last cabana here, and you can see a wall, and then it goes off to, it looks like a residential area there, but it's very secluded. It has lots of trees. As you guys can see in the footage, a lot of the foliage and everything covers a lot of the cabanas and gives a lot of privacy, which is very nice. And what I truly like is that how next to each cabana area or pool area, there is a full bathroom facility as well as a bar. So you don't have to go too far for either one of those things. And what makes it even better, besides you having a cabana attendant, but even when you are sitting on the beach or in your lounger, like where I'm sitting at, you have your own dedicated attendant as well. Another thing to note, I just came across this thing here, is you have your smoking section here as well on this side. And I think I showed you already, there's a smoking section in the family area as well. Those are the only two smoking sections I found. And then you also have a medical hut. So hopefully, hello, good morning. Hopefully you would not need a medical facility, but there is one here as well. And you have your lockers that I mentioned earlier that are complimentary for you to use if you need them. Now this is the other area that you can get dropped off at on the ferry, because there are two stops. You can have, where we came down at was near the Party Cove in the Family Beach area. So then now we have this area here, which is going to be more so next to Chill Beach. So you can see there's sitting areas. And then there is also the check-in for your day beds, cabanas, and the party deck. So this is the area here. So keep that in mind. If you want to do Chill Beach, you'll come off on this stop. Or if you want to do Party Cove and the family area, you're going to go over to the second stop. So I have taken a break from the walking around the whole island basically, and I am now chilling out here in the not so much the family area, but it's, I guess you could still call it the family area. I'm just not all the way on the beach side. I'm near here in the pool side area, and this is a really good spot because I have the food area right there. I can smell it now. We have a little bit of shopping, the little shops on this side here, and then we have a pool bar. Actually, yeah, you can walk into the pool and sit and swim up bar. So that's really cool as well. So just gonna lounge out here for a little bit, wait till lunch, the lunch areas open up so we can try that out. But the sun is coming out, but it's doing a peekaboo action. So let me show you guys where I'm at. This is the spot. So as you can see right there. We have the shops, lifeguard on duty. So far, guys, I like what I see so far with the island. And I'm not surprised based on the pictures of the renderings and now seeing it up close and personal. Royal Caribbean and Bahamas, the Bahamian government, that they partnered up together. Royal Caribbean and Bahamas did a really nice job with designing this beach club. When I originally booked the pass, it was $126 when I originally booked the pass. But yes, because you will hear other people talk about like it's a lot of money to come here and all that stuff as an excursion, and you know, should you go somewhere else. At the $126 price, I thought it was still okay, you know, given the other options. You have Baha Mar, you have Atlantis, and you know, keep in mind with those places, most of the time your food is not included, as well as Wi-Fi. So at least right here, I know I have transportation, I have food included. You have your basic drinks included as well, or your alcohol if you did that package. You have your internet included. Lockers are included as well if you need that. So for me, it was okay. Now, I am a family of 5. Now, will I take all 5 of my family? I don't know. If the price is right, yes, I would. But, you know, if I'm traveling with a group of girlfriends, couples, or a first timer to Bahamas, I probably would actually book the Royal Beach Club. But we shall see. It is early. But what I wanted to say, and I got off on a little tangent. Originally, I paid $126. Then the price went down to $96, so I canceled it and rebooked. And then the final price again that I paid is $81. And really, I paid that price for the second person, which is my son that is on this trip with me. My price is the $40 with the refreshment package combo. So I thought that was a pretty good price as well, because I'm not doing the alcoholic package, which was a lot more per day included with the Royal Beach Club. All right, so we just got some drinks from our personal pool attendant. And so my son got the strawberry virgin mojito, which is very good. Much better than the mojito that he got on the cruise ship the other night. And then I got me the mama mojito that they have here, and it is so good. It's very refreshing and light. Yeah, this is very, very good, guys. So the Food Shack area just opened up, and it's about 10:30 right now. So they just opened, and we got, let me show you guys what we got here. These are some cheese bites, and they're served with what? Tartar sauce or something? Okay. So these are some cheese bites. We got 2 of those, and the famous Bahamian mac and cheese. Let's see how that tastes. And what is this one? Oh, that's new. This is a burger? Okay, you're gonna have to open this one and let me know what you think. Oh, and more mac and cheese bites. Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and try these and let you guys know how it tastes like. And I'm probably gonna go back and get some more stuff too.
Welcome, how you doing today, ma'am?
Good, how are you?
Right?
Yeah.
Enjoying it so far?
Yeah, I am
Get me
so
in the
far.
vlog real quick.
Oh, hold on.
Hey, y'all gotta hit up Jabari at the party. QSR, you notice the party's on. It's the best services ever. Okay, trust me, the food is excellent here, all right?
All right, thank you,
that's
Jabari.
what's up, that's what's up.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, good. Thank you so much. Yes, that is it.
Hi, welcome.
All right, guys, so these are the cheesy corned beef fritters. So we will see what that is all about. I got the shrimp skewers here, and it's sitting on a bed of coleslaw. This was a crab cake patty, and it looks like it has coleslaw in there as well. This was a fish sandwich. Okay, more coleslaw. And you guys already saw the cheese bites that we got. And what was your thoughts on the burger, the classic burger?
It's okay. It's like Whopper.
It's like a Whopper? Okay. So my son had the classic burger, and it just came with basic lettuce, tomatoes, and some cheese. Would you say the patty was seasoned?
No.
So the patty is not seasoned. It's going to be your basic patty, and it's something to eat. So it's not the worst thing, but it's, you know, it's a decent burger. And I will include a picture of the menu as well, so you guys can see. There's not much of a vegetarian option. I think I only saw like 2 things on there as far as vegetarian options go. And then also they do have gluten-free, I guess, buns available if you need it, that they posted on the side. All right, guys, I am going to try the cheesy corned beef fritters. It's not that cheesy, you can see right here, but you can see chunks of the corned beef in here, and they serve it with a, it looks like a type of mustardy, no, not a mayo. It wants to be a spicy mayo, but it's not spicy though. I actually like it. It's not too bad. And the spicy mayo is not too spicy, so if you're a person who can't handle too much heat, you're not gonna find this in this spicy mayo. It's really good. My son had a couple too as well, and he said it's one of the better things that they do have on the menu. I'm gonna try these shrimp skewers. This is sitting on a bed of coleslaw. Let's try this coleslaw first. It's coleslaw, it's not bad. The shrimp is basic. More flavor going on in the corned beef than on this shrimp skewer dish. All right, now the next thing I have is this crab cake sandwich. I like crab cake, so I figured let me try this sandwich. It's good.
It's way better than that shit.
It's good. So here's the crab cake sandwich, guys. I'm not really sure what to say about the crab cake. I'm thinking it's overpowered by the bread, so I'm just gonna try the crab cake by itself. It's an okay crab cake. Believe it or not, the one that I had at dinner last night at the main dining room was actually better. But this is beach food, or this is excursion food, okay? So keep that in mind. We're not expecting any gourmet meals here, unless we're staying in the Ultimate Family Cabana. All right, here is your fish sandwich. I like that fish sandwich, but I wouldn't do the coleslaw. I would actually put some of that tartar sauce that came with the mozzarella bites. So it looked like they're not serving the pasta sauce or marinara sauce with the mozzarella bites. They switched it up to tartar sauce. I would put that on the fish sandwich. Because you can see it's an actual piece of fish and not fillers. There is a lobster sandwich. Not a sandwich, but a lobster roll. It was a lobster BLT. Oh, I'm gonna unwrap it so you guys can see. You guys see? It looks like actual lobster in here. But let me try it so you guys, and tell you guys what I think about it. I'm gonna try it in the middle. This is not how I normally eat a burrito. I taste the bacon off the bat. I taste a little bit of the lobster, minus all the extra bread. I'm gonna finish this one. I like this. This is more my speed. The afternoon is over for us. We have completed our day at the New Royal Beach Club, and we actually had a really nice time. We just got off the ferry, so now just keep in mind the same area where you get picked up on by the ferry, you will not be dropped off by. You're going to be dropped off by the other side. Think about the straw market area, and that's where the ferry will drop you off, and then we basically have to walk through the stores. So you can see Senior Frogs is back there. This is the outside area of the, I guess you can say, the port. Senior Frogs, the straw market is across the street, and then it drops us off right here, and now we have to walk through because I'm sure they probably want us to maybe buy some things or things like that, and then we also have to get checked in. So you will have to make sure that you have your CPass card as well as an ID with you, because usually Nassau usually asks you to have ID with you as well, so they can verify you when they check you back in before you can get back on the ship. So we just walked through the security here in Nassau, and they only asked us for our room key, but that doesn't mean, you never know, they might ask you for your ID. So you should still have your ID on you. But I just wanted to let you know that we just passed through, and the young lady said, I just want to see your room key. Anyway, so we're going back on the ship right now, and overall for us, would you agree that you enjoyed your time at the beach club?
Yeah, it was pretty nice. Not like as glamorous as Coco K, but like it's pretty good.
All right, so he's saying it's not as glamorous as Coco K, but it was pretty good. We both enjoyed ourselves. And yes, it is a cost because it is considered an excursion. So we cannot say that with the whole Coco K comparison in that sense, but for the excursion and the price that I paid, we had a good time. I mean, the island is well appointed as far as all the areas that you can grab something to eat. The attendants are all over the place, ready to help you out and get you drinks and food and things like that. There's loungers all over the place, but I do want to say we did get there around 8:30, so there was no issues as far as finding seating area, especially for two people. Now, by the time it got to around 11 o'clock or so, I mean, people were coming in. I mean, the ferries were still coming in, and people were coming in larger groups. So needless to say, some people did have issues with trying to find, you know, lounge seating area for 5, 6, 8 people at a time. So if you know that's going to be your party, then I would advise you come a little earlier if you all want to sit together and find a good spot. But as any other beach club, the later you wait in the day, obviously it is going to get a little bit more crowded in the pools and things like that. But in usual Royal Caribbean fashion, because there's 3 separate pool areas and these pools are quite large, people spread out. The main area where you're going to see or you want to think about there's going to be congestion is obviously going to be your party zone, which that's where the action is going to be. I recommend it. I recommend you try it. I don't say knock it. You can't knock it until you try it. So at least give it a shot. Get it while it's on sale. Definitely cancel and reprice if your price goes down. Okay, this is just an alternative for those who been to Nassau a whole bunch of times and you want to do something different and you want to get off the ship, then give it a try. Just know that we had a good time. The weather was okay. Started off cloudy and in the 50s or 60s?
Yeah, 50.
It was in the 50s. Then the sun came out, then it was okay. But those heated pools is a game changer. As big as those things are, it's a game changer. Anywho's, with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the footage and coming along with our experience today at the Royal Beach Club. All the information I provided was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video. So, hey guys, good morning. Today is day number 3 on board the Allure of the Seas. Today is a sea day, so you know what that means. Pretty much chilling out, relaxing, going to certain parts of the ship, and basically going with the flow. The morning started off pretty chill. Woke up, went to the gym. The gym is always packed on sea days. Did a little bit of lifting and working out there on the treadmill. From there, grabbed a little bit of a breakfast in the Windjammer, had some breakfast out on the balcony, watching people, you know, walking through the boardwalk first thing in the morning, which was really nice. After that, I got the opportunity to attend what is called the Top Tier event. And that is something that Royal Caribbean does, that you get invited to if you're on 5 nights or longer on a sailing. And that is where they announce all the number of people that are currently sailing that are either gold, platinum, emerald, diamond, and so forth. And they also announce who the new Pinnacle members are on board the ship. Now, Pinnacle is the highest tier level that you can reach with Royal Caribbean, and that is over 700 nights of cruise sailing. So that was quite interesting, and it's a good turnout of people that comes out to, you know, watch the event, as well as the number of Pinnacles that made it on this cruise ship. So there was even a guy on there that had over like 6,000 cruise nights, which is insane. But anyway, so far right now, as you can see, I am in one of my favorite spots on the Oasis class ships. I cannot get enough of Central Park. You might be hearing some birds chirping in the background, but I am just kind of sitting here. And let's show you here. This is it. So it's going to be like I mentioned before, a chill and relaxed day. I'm going to see, I got to get some work done, probably some editing and looking at some booking for some clients. So, but I will take you guys along and show you what a sea day is like on Allure of the Seas. So I just made it out here onto the pool deck. They have the Caribbean music playing out here. This is on deck number 16. So let me take you guys along so you can kind of see what the sea day vibes are on here, especially like with the crowding and all that, so you guys can be the judge. Sprinkles is pretty busy. There's a couple of lounge chairs available, it looks like. guys can see, the pool deck is really the place to be right now on this sea day. Like even on the top deck, there are a lot of people sunbathing here. That I was in the solarium for a little bit, trying to get a little bit of work done, check on some emails, and look at a couple of itineraries for some clients or so. That solarium is no joke, or should I say any of the outdoor areas right now is no joke, but it is not one of those temperature controlled solarium. It's the one with the retractable roof. But I really like with the upgrades that I noticed that they did on Allure. Like they have new patio furniture, which is really nice, with like the plush seating in certain sitting areas, like the area where I was sitting at. And then outside of the not the main pool area, but there's one area where they have like loungers and the really big hot tubs. There's another outside area as well. I guess you can call that a outdoor sun deck, which is very nice because all you see is complete ocean views all around you. I was out there for a little bit, but because we're out at sea, obviously, and the temperature has been quite nice, it did get a little cold, so I left that area. But it's very nice. I like the whole vibe and everything in there. But let's just say the adults really took advantage of the solarium. It was packed. I did show you guys what the pool deck looks like. I mean, it's unbelievable. It was okay this morning, and then as the day has progressed on, it is like more and more. So that whole finding a seat is null and void. So I'm just gonna take you guys around real quick and just show you so you can get a view of what this, what the pool deck is looking like right now. So you can see it definitely got much more busier than earlier today. I mean, but there's still like a couple of chairs vacant. There's 2 over there, 3 over here. So I guess not too bad. Not much of a chair hogging situation as you would think. But definitely much more busy. They have these pineapple drinks here on sale, or for purchase, not on sale, but basically you can see with alcohol, it's going to be $14, and without, it's going to be, no, guess what, the beverage package gets it for $10, and if you want non-alcoholic, it's $10 as well. You can see lime and coconut, it's quite busy. I'm gonna make my way over to the mason jar and hang out over there for a little bit. The mason jar is new on Allure of the Seas. That is one new feature that they added, and it is so cute. Let me show you. They put some greenery out here. And you have some nice ocean views here. And look at what they did. They made it look like a little countryside with a cute little picket fence. And we've been hiding ducks in these. And here is the mason jar. And they even have rocking chairs outside so you can kind of hang out. Hello. Isn't this so cute? So the mason jar is going to be right across from the miniature golf area. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. So when you welcome home, y'all. Look how cute the mason jar. So this is going to be the restaurant portion of the mason jar. And then, and here we go with the bar. So they do have a country band that does play here throughout the day. And I actually got a glimpse of the country band that was in here playing a little bit ago, and they weren't too bad. So, and then they'll play throughout the night as well. But this is how the whole bar looks. It's very nice. Love the decor. So that was pretty much a really good addition that Royal Caribbean did with adding the mason jar onto Allure of the Seas. It's really nice and big, and it's just like a chill place to just come and just hang out. The bar is really huge as well, and there's so much seating area and a lot of natural light coming in here. So I just ordered one of my favorite drinks here at the mason jar, which is the Southern Belle. And let me tell you what it comes with. This is actually my second drink for the day, okay? But the Southern Belle comes with blueberries, Buffalo Trace bourbon, 1.5 tablespoons of blueberry puree, and then they put lemon juice and they put club soda in there as well.
That's like the Oasis. I forgot the name of the bar, the barbecue bar.
Okay. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. All right. Here is my Southern Belle. So cute. It's very good. It's nice, refreshing, and you taste the bourbon on the back end. It's very good. It's not too sweet. It's a little tart. Highly recommend if you are into the country, drinks and music. It's just a nice chill place to come and just hang out. For the whiskey lovers, they have a really nice whiskey menu and different drink options that I would recommend as well. The one that I've had is the peanut butter old fashioned, and there's one that my husband has had as well. It's like a smoky, I think it's a smoky old fashioned, and I think they put a strip of bacon on top of it as well. And the food here at the Mason Jar is pretty good as well. It is considered a specialty restaurant or so you want to make sure that you do purchase it ahead of time so that way, you can get it on sale. But it's nice country southern food. It's worth to try if that is your thing. So go ahead. Cheers. All right, guys, I am out here on the boardwalk about to have dinner tonight at Johnny Rockets. Tonight is French night, and my son and I don't really like French night. We don't really care for the menu, and we already had the Windjammer for breakfast early today. So we decided, you know what? Let's go off to Johnny Rockets for dinner tonight. So that's where we are now headed. So here's the menu for Johnny Rockets. You have your starters and your sides. It's basically like a diner, okay? And you do pay a cover charge. I believe it's $14.99 per person, and you basically can order anything here off the menu. Now, make a note that Johnny Rockets does serve breakfast, and breakfast is complimentary on Oasis class ships. So that is pretty good. So I'll let you guys know what I end up getting here. So the Oreo milkshake just came out. It is covered because I have the refreshment package, but this is the size of the Oreo milkshake. I was actually expecting like a large cup like this, like you see on the picture on the menu, but this is what it is, okay? So we'll let you know how it tastes. Smokehouse burger, and with a side of bacon cheese fries. And this smokehouse burger looks pretty good. And my son ordered, what did you order? The Rock House burger?
Yeah.
Rock House burger. No, it's a Rock House double, it looks like, because it looks like you have 2 double patties and a side of onion rings. Okay. Dinner at Johnny Rockets was very good. Well, I shouldn't say very, but it was pretty good. I showed you guys that I got the smokehouse burger. That was very filling. I wasn't even really able to eat all of it. I only ate about half or so. The fries were a little cold, so wasn't too much of a fan of that. But the onion rings were pretty good and crispy, and my son basically devoured his burger. He did get apple pie for dessert, but he said that the apples and the apple pie were kind of crunchy and they needed to be cooked a little bit longer, and it was very tart, so kind of passed on that. And as I mentioned before, it is a $15 cover charge, and they do add the 18% gratuity. So our total for tonight's dinner was $35.40. And he did get a milkshake, and the milkshake was included because I do have the refreshment package. So right now we are leaving, and they have a show called The Price is Right that is going to be held in the Amber Theater. So we're gonna see if we can go ahead and make this game show.
Tonight, because we do have lots of cash, and of course you have the chance to win a car, a new car tonight, everybody. Come on, make some noise, everybody.
Woo!
Tonight is a very special night. This is the only second week that we've hosted The Price is Right here on Allure of the Seas. It's actually only on Star of the Seas, Icon of the Seas, Utopia, and now on Allure of the Seas. So we're very, very excited, everybody. And it's going to go fleet-wide. It's going to be on all our Royal Caribbean ships. So once again, welcome to the game. Now remember, you are going to be the audience. You're going to be playing from your seats. So make sure you have your phones, make sure you have your iPads, your tablets, and we still have some time if you want to of course, play, you can scan the QR code on both sides, right? Oh, we need good luck right here. Oh, no! Yep. Come to this side. Come to this side. Okay. $50. $50. Who got 50? Who got 50 the audience? Well done, everybody. Well done.
Oh,
We're going to give you time again, audience, to bid on the second one. So go
We'll rank
look at
at
your phones
142.
now and choose where do you think Sam's going to land his second
damn,
chip.
there's
Of
people
course, we got
all
30. All right, drop that chip. Here we go. All right, come on, everybody. Make some noise for Sam. Up to this side. Come on. We want 200. Okay. All right. Not bad. Another $50. Give it up for Sam, everybody. $100 for now.
So after dinner over at Johnny Rockets, we went ahead to watch The Price is Right, and everyone gets to participate. Actually, you have to be 18 years or older, because my son tried to log in and it said no, it flagged him, and you said you have to be 18 and older in order to participate in Price is Right. But that was pretty cool. Actually, the grand prize was going to be a Mini Cooper. So I'm not sure who ended up winning, because we left right before it was announced. But it was it's about a 45-minute show, pretty interactive with the crowd, and it was fun. It was something fun to do, so we did that. And from there, went down to the boardwalk because they were going to have a Aqua 2 show going on in the Aqua Theater. So I was able to get some clips of that. It was a good turnout, and it's a good show as always. If you haven't seen an Aqua Theater show on any of the Oasis class ships, or Icon class ships, I highly suggest it because it is something that it is worth seeing. It's such a nice production show. After the Aqua show, it's been so much going on. I've been on the move. After the Aqua show, I ran over to Bolero's because they were going to play some music going on there. So from Bolero's, listen to some music and some dancing going on. Then they had something going on in the karaoke, and Karaoke Not brought out some people with some voices because this guy can really sing. So from karaoke, They did another performance at Bolero's as well, where a lot more people were dancing. The promenade was just really hyped up tonight. From the promenade, now actually from Bolero's, they had back in the day music, or back in the 80s, 90s music that they're playing over in the Royal Promenade. So a lot of your hits, old hits from the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s that they're playing. So that was fun. Ended off the night there and had to end it off with actually a slice of pizza from Sorrento's, and that's about it. Sea Day started off pretty chill, you know, just a relaxing day and getting the chance to go at a slower pace. And then towards the night, you know, got a little bit excited and some action going on. But for the most part, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed me taking you along on what a sea day is like on board Allure of the Seas, trying out the mason jar, hanging out at the solarium, and just getting a vibe for what it's like on this ship. So tomorrow we are in Costa Maya, Mexico. So we shall see what that brings. But as always, guys, I'm going to end it off right here and tell you thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a chill and relaxed day. And until the next one, guys, I will see you guys later. Good morning, everyone, on this cloudy day in Costa Maya, Mexico. We have made it off the ship. We just got here not too long ago. The ship arrived at port at 9:30. We are walking now down the pier to see what Costa Maya has to offer. It's been a few years since we've been here at this cruise port. Last time we were here, we did the Mayan ruins, but this time around, we're just gonna go ahead and explore the port area and see what all is there to do at the port. I don't know if you can see, but it's supposed to be a cloudy day here and with a chance of showers. And the temperature right now is about 75. So hopefully we don't get rained out on this day, so that way we can enjoy the port. So it looks like as soon as you come onto the port, they also have a map here of what services and attractions that they have here over at the port.
I thought they were fixing a car now.
Oh, no, they're gonna come swinging down.
Once again, let's put your hands together for the Papa Flyers. If you want to take a picture with them, please come closer and remember. Welcome to Costa Maya.
it's only you buy like a $19 drink. It's one drink for each shirt. You can do with liquor or without liquor.
Oh, so in order to have one of these chairs,
Buy one of these drinks.
one of these drinks
And then you can use for the rest of the day.
for the whole day. Okay. So just one drink. Okay.
One drink for each chair.
For each chair. Okay. We have been hanging out at this small pool over here, and I am going to assume it's towards the back of this port area because I really don't know. We just started walking and we just walked through the different shops and everything. We basically bypassed the huge pool that we first walk in when you first walk into the port because we just wanted to see what else was there. So then we made it to the back here and we found this smaller pool area that does not seem to be too busy at the moment. So we've been hanging around here. One thing to note is that these loungers or tables, anywhere where you want to sit and relax for the day, you are required to purchase either drinks from them as well as food. So I went ahead and I purchased a Blue Hawaiian and a non-alcoholic pina colada for my son, and it was $34 for the 2 drinks. Granted, it was a decent size. It was like, 530 mLs, but it was frozen, and I didn't realize that the Blue Hawaiian was gonna be frozen. So I was disappointed in that, but overall, the drink is the drink, it's fine. But I have to say, first impressions of this port, it is quite overwhelming when I first walked in because, first of all, it's just such a narrow, I feel like it's narrow for the amount of people that floods into this port. Like today, we have Allure of the Seas, Enchantment, we have a MSC ship, and a Norwegian. And your walkway, entryway into the port is like narrow for the crowd, if you kind of get what I'm saying. And then as soon as you walk in, there are the booths for excursions or last minute excursions or this. So it becomes like a tight bottleneck. And then you have the area where people are standing to wait for their excursions to start. So they're off to one side or whatever, but then the entryway for you to actually come into this port is also a tight bottleneck. And as soon as you walk in, they have like little huts and little shops everywhere, which is fine. And then they put they have a ritual that they do where the guys go all the way up that ladder thingy, and then they come floating down, hanging by a string. I can't even imagine, but it was cool to see. So imagine you have thousands of people walking into the port, and then we basically just stop right there at the center because everyone is wanting to see what's going on there. And then you have the stores that are right there. So let's just say for me, and my son even mentioned it the same thing too, it was just like stimulus overload, because it's like, what is going on? Anyway, besides that, there's shops galore, a lot of things to see, I guess, and then that's about it. And basically, you just got to find a spot and see where you're going to hang out. So we're going to make the best of this day. We're going to continue to hang out here at this pool area, and then we're going to walk the stores and try different things and bring you guys along for the experience. For the record, I did not book an excursion because I wanted to experience the port, so that way I can give you guys some valuable information on whether or not, this port is worth staying and spending the day at, or just booking yourself an excursion and getting away. Here's the bar where we got our drinks from. And this is the pool area. Doesn't look too deep, so the little kids are enjoying themselves. Let's walk through here. This is their version of the Flow Rider, which is currently not working at the moment. You have more loungers back here. Area is starting to fill up a lot more. You can see more loungers this way too. You got another bar here towards the back. Oh, okay. There's a whole other area here. What is this area called, real quick? Oh, you got a nice area with hammocks. This area is called the grilling and chilling. That is a clever name. Oh, I guess because they're grilling over there. So that's where you would order your food. All right. But I like the setup though. The setup is really nice with the seats and the tables.
Yeah, that's actually a nice one.
Yeah. And here is the bar for that. Here's your exchange rate for those that buy different currencies. $18, what, Mexican times $1 USD. I'm not sure how that works, but okay. And here is where you would exit the port, and then you have restrooms, and then or go back to the ship. All right, guys, so we have some signs out here with some valuable information. So if we wanted to go downtown, it is a 40-minute walk. So it's about 2.2 miles to exit the port and walk to downtown. So you have a few people over here. They look like they are just leaving and walking. And then you also have the taxi cabs here where people are hustling to get on the taxi. So here are some bikes that you can rent if you wanted to explore the area on your own. I'll find out what the prices are for you on that. And you have you can rent a golf court, and it's what $80 to $120 for the rest of the day.
Hey! Hey, my mate, hey!
You do have to apply a deposit per cart, it looks like. Either your ship card or $100 USD for that. Up to 6 people, regular seats. It looked like they're saying, what, $80 USD for the rest of the day? Interesting. Okay. And yeah. Good. Hello. How much are the bike rentals?
25 the electric one, and pedal bike $15.
15.
I provide a map. It comes with a bottle of water. You can pay cash or credit card.
Oh, okay. All day for the whole day. All right, great. Thank you. Okay. So you heard him. If you wanted to rent a bike, an electric bike, he said was $25?
Yeah, electric.
25, and then manual would be $15, and he gives you a bottle of water and a map so you can find your way around the island. So you have options if you want to do your own excursion. So at the gelato place, I ordered there was like 4 flavors that we wanted that they didn't even have, like coconut, cheesecake, pistachio. But anyways, I ordered the cookies and cream. We had the mango sorbet and regular vanilla, and with 1 macaroon, and the price came up to $15. So it was $11 for a small cup like this. And then the one baby macaroon is $4. And if you wanted the extra large macaroon, that was $8 alone. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this cookies and cream. That's pretty good though. And it has nice chunks of chocolate chip in here. Chocolate pieces. It's a nice creamy texture. This is the mango version. Mango tastes like mango, pretty good. They do serve coffee as well, and they also do these gourmet dessert cups that look really good. So we're gonna just enjoy this gelato and then move on to what's next to find and do here at the port.
Food and drinks?
So we decided to come to this place called El Faro, which is here in the port. And it's the view of it is really nice because we're basically looking at the cruise ships. So it's right off the strip, as I mentioned before, and then as you're walking, basically when you're about to make it outside of the port, it's going to be on your right-hand side, and it's called El Faro. Now, I looked it up on Google Maps, and it came up to be 2 stars as far as the ranking of the food. So we figured we will give it a try and see, is it really 2 stars or what's the deal? But I can tell you right now from where we're sitting that is, it looks like where the food is coming out of. So we saw them coming with a huge bin with the nacho chips in them, sealed up like in a bag. So, and I don't smell anything coming out of the kitchen. Like, you know how when you go to a restaurant, you smell food being cooked. Do you smell anything?
Nope.
I don't smell anything but the sea, ocean. Nor do I smell any fresh tortillas being made. So we shall see what this restaurant, is it really worth the 2 stars for real? I'm not gonna judge too early. We'll let you know. So guys, I have made it back on the ship from Costa Maya. The last time I checked in, I was showing you guys that we were going to eat at one of the worst rated restaurants according to Google Maps, which was El Frido or something like that. That's right here at the port. Well, needless to say, when the waiter finally came over to our table after waiting for a little bit, I was just very turned off by it. I'm sorry. It's something about customer service and the way the wait staff and the people that work there talk to other customers that really is a turn off for me. So while we were sitting at the table, I think I already mentioned to you that I saw them bringing in a container that had like chips, stale chips in there. It could be stale, more than likely stale chips in there that they were serving to people. Okay, so that's one thing. So I kind of bypassed that. My son was like, let's just stay and order something anyway. So there was another older couple that was sitting next to us that finally got their order. And so basically the waiter just went over to the window, because I'm watching, went over to the window and then dropped the plate over to the customer and kind of walked off. Now, the look on the husband's face of these tacos basically said it all. Now, food is subjective, but if you're not excited to get your tacos, that should say something. So I'm looking at him and I'm telling my son, like, this is not gonna be good. And the husband is just looking around like, oh my gosh. And then the wife is trying to get the attention of the waiter because he just literally just dropped it off and walked off, didn't ask, was there anything else that you needed or anything like that? So she's trying to hunt someone down. So the guys are walking back and forth, and then eventually she tracks him down and she's like, you know, I need something to eat this with. And then he goes over to her, is like, it's a taco. Don't you know it's a taco? You eat it with your hands. And then he walked off. And so the wife is looking around like, okay. And then eventually he came back and he gave them some silverware. Once I saw that, because he came to our table and asked us what we wanted to eat. And then I told him we were just going to order a beef tacos, right? So we put in the order for the beef tacos, and then he looks at me, he's like, you're not gonna get any drink? And I'm like, no, we're okay, we already have our drinks in our bag. And then he kind of gave me this attitude and he just kind of took off. So him doing that and then witnessing them treat another customer the way they did, I just told my son, all right, you know what? I know I'm gonna try this restaurant to see if Google's review is accurate. I'm just gonna take what the review says and that it's accurate, and I don't wanna give my money to this company. So I got off, we got up and we left, and we just left the area. So I can't give you a review on the food, but I can give you a review on the service. One thing that I want to just share with you that we noticed, that we observed with the port, is lots of tipping everywhere you go. Now I know we have to tip for, we don't have to, but you know, you can choose to tip for service. But when you're walking into a bathroom and when you're trying to wash your hands and there's a big tip box right there with the worker, you know, handing you the towels, you know, the sheets of paper, but then there's a tip box right there, it's kind of awkward, okay? So that's one. Every single restaurant you walk in, okay, that's normal. But the pushiness, I didn't care for that too much with the, like I said, with the restaurants and the different areas where you can get a lounge chair. I wasn't really cool with that. Another thing that we observed that we didn't, you know, too much enjoy was we did purchase that gelato, and I did mention to you that the gelato was good. But then my son also mentioned that I don't understand, why is there a gelato in a Mexican port, a gelato restaurant, an Italian gelato ice cream shop at a Mexican port? Shouldn't it be, you know, authentic Mexican ice cream? I'm like, yeah, you're right, it should be. And the fact that it's rated 5 out of 5 on the Google Maps is very interesting as well. So that's something to note. One thing that I do notice with this port is, yes, there's a lot of shops everywhere, like shops among shops among shops. Yes, there's a lot of bars, which is cool. And yes, there's a nice pool area, you know, if you wanted to hang out at this particular port. But as far as the dispersing of people, that is not happening there. And I don't mean to compare, but in this case, I only want to compare it to the other port of the Dominican Republic over in Tano Bay in Puerto Plata. When I first got off at that port, and I visited that port a couple of times, it's something about when you walk through, the people disperse. We're not bottlenecked into one area. And then although there are shops all throughout that port, they're spread out in a way where there's space. And over there, it was completely people on top of people on top of people, especially when they're doing the shows, the ritual show. I mean, that Central Square area is just a complete bottleneck. So if the crowds freak you out, I don't know about that. The bottom line is, would I recommend this port to the person that does not mind the overcrowdedness, does not have too much of a huge social anxiety of like, oh my goodness, I can't breathe, and you're good with that atmosphere and the mediocre food or so, or should I say not food, because I didn't try the food except for the gelato, but the mediocre service that we experienced, then it might be for you. But for me, coming back to Costa Maya, more than likely I am gonna try one of the excursions that were available, or actually better yet, I will try resort for a day, which I originally planned on trying resort for a day, but I was like, you know what, let me try the port first, and then depending on my experience, then I'll try resort for a day when I come back. So that is it here for our day at Costa Maya. Sorry there was not really much else I can show you guys while at this port, but it was the first experience for me, and I was glad that I was able to take you guys along and at least show you the crowds and see how it is, so you can get a feel for the vibe and the atmosphere that's there, and so you can decide, is this a port that is worth visiting for you? All right, guys, with that said, I hope you found the video helpful, and until the next time, stay well and stay savvy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Good morning, everyone from Cozumel, Mexico. Today is an early day for us. We are here in Cozumel, Mexico, walking on the pier right now, getting ready to get on the ferry. Today, my son and I, we are going to be doing the Explore Adventure Water Park. So I am going to take you guys along here now on this crazy adventure day. I'm a little nervous, but also excited as well. Everyone had to meet in the theater at 6:45 this morning, so it is a very early day, and but I will give you all the details on that, on how the whole excursion process works and everything. So we just, I guess, crossed over, and they had the drug sniffing dogs sniffing all of our bags. So be careful with that. Whatever you probably forgot in your backpack or anything like that, to leave it on the ship.
Morning.
Good morning.
Follow this way, guys.
Thank you. We have made it onto the fast ferry. It is huge. This looks like it's 3 decks, isn't it? 3 levels?
Yeah, I think it's 3 decks.
It looks like it's about 3 levels. So we're gonna sit on the main level towards the middle of the ship, only because we've heard this ride can be pretty gnarly. And if you have any motion sickness, it's highly recommended that you take some Dramamine or Bo9 or wear a patch or what have you, because it is definitely, everyone mentions that this ride is a very bumpy ride and people do get nauseated from it. So we'll check in and let you know how it goes. We have made it off the ferry, and it was exactly 45 minutes as they said. They left exactly on time and they made it exactly on time. The boat or the ferry is quite rocky indeed, so it was definitely swaying from side to side, but I got a good nap during that time. Anyway, so we are going over into this building where the designated, I guess, tour guide is going to be waiting up over there for us. So that way we can get on the bus.
Hello. Good morning.
I've made it. So underneath the building, you're going to see, I guess, Royal Caribbean Tour representatives holding up signs with the numbers on here, and then you're going to go ahead and get into the line and then wait for you to depart. Make a note that they are selling everywhere you go. So even though we're standing out here, there's people walking around here selling waterproof patches as well. So they are definitely hustling out here for real.
Family, I need your tickets. Tickets, please.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna be with you in this excursion. So right now I'm gonna drive straight to the park, Explore Park. Have you been in Explore before? Anybody? No? You been in Explore before? Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so once we get there, guys, I'm gonna provide you bracelet. This bracelet is very important because that's the pass to get into the park. Okay, so no bracelet, no tag. All right. And your helmet is very important too because we have to write the number of your helmet, okay? In case that you get lost, I can find you with the number in 2 seconds. So I'm gonna write the number of your helmet, all right? And we're gonna start with 3 activities. Zip lining, the ATVs, and the hammock, okay? That's gonna be the order once we get there. I'm gonna stay with you in those activities because we have to pass in those 3 activities. All right. I'll let you know our meeting time and our meeting point. Okay, because in some activities you're gonna do it by yourself. All right. That's very important to be on time in our meeting point because remember you have a private ferry for your ship, so we can't be late at the ferry. Okay, so I'll let you know our meeting time, our meeting point. Now I'm gonna meet you there after the activities, after all. All right? Do you have any questions about? No?
Guys, I don't have my mic on, so hopefully you're able to hear me, but we have made it to the park. It was a 15-minute bus ride. We get in, we get checked in, you sign a waiver, and they ask you for your room, key number information, and then afterwards they set you up, and then now we are walking over to the lockers because you can't have anything with you. So you just want to make sure that anything of valuable and things like that you want to go ahead and put in your locker unless you have a waterproof phone. So another thing is that they are selling a photo package where they're going to take pictures of you on all the different activities that you do. So you do have that option to get that as well. But let me show you guys what we're walking through because hopefully you guys were able to hear me. As I said, I already put my mic away, but this is like really cool. perfectly like, yeah. Oh, download your photos from the app. There we go.
Really?
Body you hold it to track. They work and they work. You miss, face the head. Like that, and hold it to track. Now, the left that way miss and the left this way down. Go down? Oh, Lord. Perfect. Lean back and bend your nose. Ready?
Oh, alright. There's no way. Hey! Hey! Oh, hell nah! Fast, 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 fast! I said fast!
Made it back on the ship from Cozumel today, and it was such an awesome day. I don't even know where to start. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of experiences where I was not able to take you guys along because once we got to the Explore Adventure Park, we went through signing waivers, things like that, and then automatically you have to put your things in a locker. So they give you a key when you get your helmet, and then you would go ahead and put all of your valuables, and anything that's not waterproof, because you're basically going to be ziplining left and right and going to be in water for the majority of the time. So the Osmo Pocket was put away, so I do have footage that I will throw in there that I was able to take with my phone, throughout the different activities that we did. It is described as a strenuous activity, so the description is accurate. It's about an 8-hour or so activity. So we basically got there exactly on time, actually. We got to the park around 8:30, and then we did all the activities that we had time for, and then we had to meet our tour, our lead tour director or so at 2:40 to get back onto the bus to bring us back to the ferry area, so that way we can make it back to port by 4:15. Okay, because all aboard time was at 4:30. But I'll just go through the rundown of all the activities that we did today. We first started off with the zip lining. Now, there are 2 paths to the zip lining. You can either choose to do a longer path that was 7 zip lines, or a shorter one that was 3 zip lines. And of course, I let my son choose, and he was like, oh no, we're doing all the 7 zip lines. And I'm telling you, they were high. Like, you're literally seeing all of Mexico, okay? So we did the zip lining, and there's a lot of climbing, a lot of steep walking, and some of the stairs were like this when you're trying to climb up the stairs till you get to the top. But that was very adrenaline pumping. I maintained my screaming for a little bit, but I probably had a lot of facial expressions going along the way. But overall, that was fun. Check that box off. After ziplining, then we did the amphibian cars, or should I say golf carts type of thing. So you have to be 18 years or older to be able to drive one of those. And that was about a 15-minute excursion. How cool is that? So you get into the little cart, and then you drive off these trails, these dirt roads, and some of them had like little pothole areas with waters in them and ditches. And like, if you have a bad back, that's not for you, because there are no suspensions in these cars or anything like that. But it was fun. And then from the dirt roads and the windy roads, then you go into the caves. That was also neat, to drive through the caves with looking at all the little, I forgot what the proper name for the peaks that are coming down. It leaves me right now. But anyways, that was also an adventure that was included. Once we left that one, then we had the opportunity to do zip lining in the hammocks, and then the hammocks landed into the water. And the water at this time of year, because this is February at the time of this cruise, was a little cool, but it wasn't too bad. It was refreshing. So that wasn't too bad. And I did wear a water shirt, like a long sleeve or so like that, because there were parts where, since it's early in the day, it did get a little chilly out. That zip line is much shorter. It was just one going up and one going down, and definitely nowhere near as high as the other ones. From there, we took a break. Lunch is included in this excursion, and I'll let you know how much I paid for this excursion towards the end. But lunch is included. It is a full-blown buffet. that alone, between what you get, the time spent at the park, as well as lunch being included, to me, it was worth it. There was your American station. You're gonna have some hot dogs. There was burgers, steak. You're gonna have your traditional Mexican station with your corn tortillas. They didn't even do flour tortillas. They did corn tortillas. They had soup, delicious roasted pulled pork, a full spread of all your toppings, your guacamole, your red onions. Then they had a station, they had spring rolls, some wings, pizza for the kids, I guess, who wants to eat that. Then you also had an ice cream cone station. You also had a pasta station. So if you were in the mood for all types of pasta, they had that. They had cold cuts, different ceviches of different flavors, which was also good. And I'll insert pictures of a lot of these in video clips that I was able to take with my phone. And then you had your dessert station, huge buffet, open air, and the food was hot, not cold, tastes very fresh, and they were refilling things as we were there. What I like is that when you go to the restaurant, they have the hostesses that ask you the number of people that's in your party, and then they will go ahead and seat you at a table that already has silverware there and all of the stuff. And even their drink station, what's nice is that they have waters of different flavors. Like they had a mango water, a hibiscus water, some green juice of something water. The hibiscus water was pretty good. I actually like that. And they had regular seltzer. I mean, full-blown buffet. Delicious, very surprising, and I'm so glad we got a chance to do that. Once we were done with the food, my son and I decided to do the rafting. Okay, so there was either to do the rafting or do an underground expedition or do the water slides. So we chose to do the rafting part of it. And you can go either single or you can go with two people, and you're basically using your hands to maneuver yourself on the raft. So keep this in mind though, because if you're going with little kids, because little kids obviously can come to this park or so, but if you're gonna think about doing the rafting with the little kids, you are bumping into a lot of these sharp edged rocks that's around, because you're trying to maneuver, and at some point it gets really narrow, and don't forget the rocks are coming from the top as well, hence the helmet. But you as the adult, if you're navigating your little kid, I mean, good luck with that. You're going to be doing a lot of the work. But me and my son, we were able to navigate, and a lot of times we were using the rocks to pull us along the river. It's not a river, but basically along through the channels that we were going through. Very beautiful. The water is clear, very picturesque. You will notice throughout different areas in the park that you can tap on these little disc, and they will take your picture for you. They also take your picture for you on the zip lines, which is also cool. But all the areas, they have like really cool photo opportunities where you can take pictures. I actually purchased a photo package. Normally I don't do that, but it was $65, and I get all my pictures from all the different places that I took pictures today. And they show you your pictures throughout the different areas where you're at in the park. And I kid you not, I think my son and I, out of like 75 pictures, like we were like 60 something in the amount of pictures that kept coming up. Like I was gonna get my money's worth on that picture package. $65, you have 30 days to hurry up and download the digital pictures. Just throwing that little side note in there. So we did the raft, we enjoyed that. After the raft, we just, changed out of our clothes and then kind of like walked around the area. One thing to know about Explore Adventure Park, every single section is just you doing an activities. There's no real sit down area, and I'm guessing because this is the adventure park, whereas from what I believe, there's a total of 5 different parks that you can visit. But clearly only Explore Adventure was part of this excursion. And then there was another one, which is the regular Escaret Park excursion that was available. So there is no real let me go and sit down and watch the birds, and because I understand that they have zoos and they have like animal exhibitions and things like that. That is not at this park. Because when we were done, we just wanted to walk around and go take a look and see what else was there. Every section you go to is an activity, because it's an activity park. So if you're looking for a good time, if you're looking for go adventure, if you're looking for fun and screams and thrills, I definitely recommend the adventure park. Now, the price that I paid for this excursion, I believe I got it on sale when I first booked my cruise or whatever. No. And then I think I repriced it, but I got it on sale and it was at $260 a person for this park. Regular price is $379. If I'm mistaken with my numbers, I will put the corrections on this video, and then I kept watching it to see if the price would go down, and the price never really went down for me. So I was happy to know that I got, per ticket, it was $260. Regular price right now is $379 on the day of to purchase it on Royal Caribbean. So to me, was this excursion worth the money? Absolutely. If you get a chance to do this excursion on your next cruise, I highly recommend it. Obviously, you want to assess the people in your party as far as activity level, endurance. You know, they're going to ask you if anyone has any heart conditions, back pains, and things like that, arthritis. Then that's something you want to assess. But if you're looking for go, fun, adventure, some cool pictures, and a blast, as well as food is included in your excursion and your transportation is included to and from, I would definitely recommend this excursion. My son said he had a blast. This was his first time ever doing zip lining, and he definitely went big. He enjoyed it. We both enjoyed it. The weather held up so nice today. I mean, so nice. I mentioned before, with the ferry ride, make sure you take your Dramamine or your Bonine or your patch or ginger chews if you are very prone to motion sickness. It is a 45-minute ferry ride, exact 45 minutes, which they were accurate. And the bus ride from the ferry to the actual theme park, to the actual park, was about 10 minutes. It was not far at all. You are going to have to walk through like the streets and things like that to get to your bus. So be mindful about that. But just come prepared. I read somewhere where, you should bring mosquito repellent. I did not have to use that. I didn't feel mosquito not one time, but it doesn't help to be prepared. So bring your, sunscreen, your swim clothes, also a change of clothing as well. They have bathroom facilities everywhere, lockers, as well as obviously showers for you to clean yourself up and, put on fresh clothes. Definitely Definitely make sure you bring swim shoes or any type of shoes with crazy grip on them, because it is very slippery. Even with the swim shoes that I have on, there were moments where I kind of like slipped a little bit. But anyway, those are my extra little tips that I wanted to add in there. About things to keep in mind, waterproof phone case or a fanny pack if you have, and I don't know, just be ready to have a good time. That's about it. That's all I gotta say. It was a fun day. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad the weather was nice. I enjoyed my time here in Cozumel, and I look forward to coming back and probably bringing my other kids if they'll decide to do the excursion as well. And I hope you guys found this video helpful and informative and enjoyable with the clips that I was able to provide to you today. And as always, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. Good morning, everyone. Today is the last day on board Allure of the Seas, and it is a sea day. And sea day for me just basically means chilling out and taking in as much of the ship as I can, because I know when I get back home, I'm going to be missing being on a cruise ship. I started off the morning a little late. It's about 10:15 when I made it out of the cabin. Last night I cut it short. I didn't film last night because yesterday was such an exhausting day. Yesterday we were in Cozumel, Mexico, and we did the Explore Adventure Park. If you have not seen that video, oh my gosh, I will link it here in the description for you guys to watch that. It was so much fun, so much moving around, and we were I was up from 5:30 because we had to meet in the downstairs in the theater at 6:45 and all that. So it was a full day of action-packed moving and being in the sun. So by the time you get back on the ship, you're exhausted. So we slept in. We took advantage, slept in, and now I am out here on the Royal Promenade area. I just got my proudly serving Starbucks over at Cafe Promenade. And I'm just gonna go ahead and walk around. I still have a couple of ducks to hide. Haven't found it. No, I found two. I lied, I found two. But I'm just going to walk around the ship, and just find a chill spot. I don't really have much planned today. I know they do have trivia and bingo and a couple of things, but I'm just gonna go with the flow today and just chill out. So not really sure how the vlog is gonna be, but it's gonna be a really light, chilled vlog experience. And I just hope you enjoy as I take you along with me on my day.
So I kindly ask you, if you're able to please stand as Paolo will now sing the United States National Anthem.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So I've been hanging out a little bit here on the Royal Promenade. They had a veteran tribute not too long ago, so kind of watched that a little bit and went over down to guest services, just trying to, review my onboard account and things like that. And then I made my way over to the Pesky Parrot because I have not tried the Pesky Parrot bar here on Allure. The Pesky Parrot actually used to be the champagne bar, and then basically Pesky Parrot has been doing pretty well. It's on Utopia of the Seas, so they decided to bring it onto Allure of the Seas as well. So today I am trying this nice tequila zombie drink here, and it does have
It has Patron Reposado Tequila. It has Boscal Mezcal on there, cinnamon syrup, grenadine, lime, grapefruit juices, and tiki bitters. So let's see how this thing tastes. I like mezcal, so. I love that mezcal and that smoky flavor. It's really good. First drink of the day after my Starbucks. Sexiest Man competition here that is taking place over at the Aqua Theater. All right, let's see what these guys have.
I'm sexy.
It's getting hot in here. The knees. Woo!
Jamie.
Yes.
Jamie.
There you go. Bring it up a little higher.
Last question, I'm going to look this way. Okay?
Just a little bit.
Jamie, if you could be any drink on the menu, what would you be and why?
I'd be a margarita. Margarita girl with.
I don't think I want to repeat that answer, if I'm honest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see Jamie's dance move.
All right, here we go. Yep. Whoa. What? Okay. All right, Jamie. Shake it like a thumb. Yeah. Shake it like a thumb.
And we're winning at the moment. I love it. Okay. Is our winner this afternoon, Tommy? You tried. Or is our winner this afternoon, Jamie? Ladies and gentlemen, you have spoken. You have been clear with your answer. It was very, very close. Very, very close. However, here's to show that age really does matter. Winning our World's Sexiest Man competition. Give it up for Jamie!
Leaving the boardwalk now, just got a chance to watch the Sexiest Man contest, and that was definitely funny. It was so funny. I don't think I've ever watched Sexiest Man contest before. I watched the belly flop, but that was a trip. There's this one guy, I forgot his name already, but anyway, he is the 3-time champion, and then he ended up winning again. He is 71 years old, and he ended up winning the competition again. So that was really fun to see. From there, I stayed on the boardwalk because then they started the family festival. So I wanted to see what that is all about. It does say all ages are welcome. But from what I've seen and the little clips that I'll throw in, you will see that is mainly geared towards, I want to say, families that are with kids, probably ages 10 and below. So they have a DJ out there playing music, they have games set up, cornhole, ring toss, ball toss, all these fun little things. And they even have balloons for the little kids. And if the kid wins, hold on, I don't want to go out there. But anyway, if the kid ends up winning the game, then they get a raffle ticket, and then they're if you win in the raffle, you know, you're gonna get a prize of something. I think they had you could get a Adventure Ocean hat or something like that. But they also have cotton candy out there for the kids. Parents, it is $2.95 to purchase the cotton candy, but it's cute. So it's all decorated, all themed, music. It's a good vibe out there for the ones with kids ages 10 and below. So kind of left there, and now we made it out here to Central Park. We're gonna see if we can grab a light snack over at Park Cafe. I don't know why I'm a little winded. Maybe because I'm carrying my computer bag. But anyway, made it out here to Central Park, and we're just taking it deck by deck and seeing where this last sea day brings us. So we made it over here to Park Cafe, and let's see what they have on the menu here. Park Cafe Sea Day. It's open right now from noon to 5 o'clock. So you're gonna come to Park Cafe. You're basically gonna have your snacks, fruit cups. If you want a salad, there's a nice little salad bar here at Park Cafe. Hi, how are you? So you could get fresh salad made here, and they are going to have your wraps, egg salad, jerk pork wrap, tomato, basil, mozzarella, more fruit cups. It's just a nice little small little cafeteria. Well, not a cafeteria, a cafe, right? And you have your famous camel egg sandwich. They make with the roast beef right here at the carving station. We have more sandwiches here that you can select, and they will heat it up for you. You have your drink stations here, ice water, and then a nice sitting area out here. And then you also have your Max. And then you also have your dessert station right here. And what's nice is that you can also order coffee here as well. So it's an alternative to Cafe Promenade to get your coffee in the morning, which is really cool. So we've been hanging out here at Central Park since we left the Sexiest Man competition and the Family Festival. So I think I showed you, there's a lot of people that like to come out here and sit and just chill at Central Park. You have people playing cards, you have people having lunch here at Giovanni's table. We're kind of sitting here in this glass-shaped dome area, just hanging out. Let me show you guys. Max is there in the corner. I'm hanging out here, and Park Cafe has light lunch. So I decided to get me a little bit of lemonade, some watermelon. I'll have that. They have a bag of chips. And then I'm going to try this Chipotle avocado chicken sandwich here. And they do toast it and warm it up for you. That's a good sandwich. The bread is nice and soft, it's not stale. There's a little kick there from the Chipotle and the chicken. This is a nice light lunch. I really like it. It beats having to go all the way down, or should I say all the way up, to the Windjammer right now, or going to the Promenade and getting Sorrento's Pizza, because we've had our fair share of Sorrento's Pizza, I will tell you that now. So I'm just gonna hang out here and enjoy this lunch and just enjoy the vibes. It's the last day of the cruise, so I went ahead and I did some shopping over at the Royal Shop here on board. And I just picked up a couple of things and I'll show you guys. Got this cute little Royal Caribbean baseball cap here. And this nice little blue one for one of my boys. I also went ahead and picked up this keychain. It's a Royal Caribbean ship model keychain on steroids. This thing, take a look at how big this thing is. Come on now. So one of my kids love to collect keychains and little trinkets like this. So, and this little keychain was actually $16. But we do get a, what is it? I think I get a 10% or 15% discount on the merch. And last but not least, I'm always cold on these ships, and I figured if I have a Disney jacket, it's time for me to get a Royal Caribbean jacket. So this was the last small that they had in there. I don't too much like how the inside looks like this, but hopefully it'll hold up in the wash. So it just says Royal Caribbean right here on the back. It's thin, but it's still nice and cozy. And a little of the logo right here on the front. So this is gonna be my cruise jacket. Guys, it's the last dinner of the cruise. And we came back to the Windjammer. Skipped the dining room tonight. Really did not want to sit around for an hour and a half in the dining room waiting for a meal. So came over to the Windjammer and let's see what we can get going tonight. So I just finished my final dinner on the cruise at the Windjammer. I skipped the main dining room tonight again. I could not do another hour and a half of a dinner service. The Windjammer did its job. It was okay. The selection is what it is. The flavor and the seasoning of the meals that I noticed in the Windjammer on this cruise has not been that impressive. And I don't want to compare it to other ships like Utopia or so, because, you know, different cooks, you know, cook differently, but it just hasn't been the best. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Had a meal. From there, went down to Central Park and took a stroll there and kind of walked around and sat and just kind of like try to take in this last day of the cruise. And right now I am walking about, doing my rounds here on the pool deck. And you can see Central Park behind me down below and the pool deck. I'm going to basically end the vlog here. I just want to do a recap of the whole 6 nights of the cruise. We had a great time. I'm so glad that I came back on Allure to see her new amplification. I love what Royal Caribbean has done with the water slide edition, the paint colors, and refreshing the whole pool deck area. Got to refresh some paint, some water slides, which is, I mean, I don't use the water slides, but it's nice to see it and to see the new casitas, the new lounge chairs, the updated lime and coconut. I mean, it just gives a fun vibe when you see these nice, vibrant colors. Even the mason jar, so cute. You have to check it out. The new Crown Lounge, I don't have access to it, but the area where they put it at is, you know, is
everything is really nicely laid out. And let's not forget the boardwalk, the renovation of the boardwalk with adding the Ultimate Abyss dry slide and adding playmakers, which is also nice on there. It's very nice touch. So going around the ship, you see the updates, and it really did help. You know, not that she was a bad ship to begin with. She has a lot to offer as far as multi-generational, as far as couples, groups, solos. There's a lot of groups on this cruise. I see like they have like a couples groups, because you can see them wearing the matching t-shirts. There's a lot of family, big groups with matching t-shirts as well. And then this cruise, not only was it a Super Bowl cruise, so you have those groups of people on here as well, but there was also the big gay cruise as well. So it's just a very big, diverse group of people that has been on this sailing, which has been great to see. I hope you found like all the different videos and the tips and things like that helpful. And if you do need any assistance with booking your next cruise on Allure of the Seas or any Royal Caribbean ship, feel free to reach out to me, because I would love to help you. I will leave my information down below. For those of you who do not know, that I am a travel advisor and I can assist you with booking your next cruise. Stay tuned for the remaining videos and for the next cruise adventure. We don't know when that will be yet, but stay tuned for that, guys. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching and your support. And stay well and stay savvy, and I'll see you next time.